approaching the 7th anniversary of the astonishing $450 million sale of the Salvator Mundi, a detailed first-hand recollection of the bewildering auction unfolds. The historic event, held at Christie's, New York on November 15, 2017, captivated the audience with gasps and cheers akin to an exclusive and extravagant fireworks show. In a fierce bidding war lasting over 18 minutes, the buyer clinched victory with a daring bid of $400 million, surpassing the previous bid by a staggering $30 million. The room erupted in awe and excitement, as if witnessing a spectacular rocket display. The heavily restored panel painting, cataloged by Christie's as a rediscovered masterpiece by Leonardo da Vinci, was eventually sold for a staggering $450.3 million, including fees.
And the piece is sold.
Over 4 times its initial estimate of $100 million. Prior to this sale, no artwork had ever fetched over $200 million at auction. Journalist Scott Raburn describes his experience of the event. "I was present in the bustling and mesmerized auction room in Manhattan on that memorable day in 2017, covering the sale for the New York Times. The perplexity of that outcome puzzled me then, and continues to puzzle me to this day. Rarely do journalists find themselves becoming part of the very story they are reporting on. Yet this is precisely what occurred when I disclosed in a March 2014 article for the New York Times that the Salvator Mundi had been privately sold by New York dealers Robert Simon and Alexander Parrish for an estimated $75 to $80 million in the year prior, in a deal facilitated by Sotheby's. Months later, unbeknownst to me, Russian billionaire Dmitry Rybolovlev, who had acquired the Salvator Mundi for $127.5 million through his trusted art advisor Yves Bouvier in 2013, took notice of the article. The revelation of a $47.5 million overpayment and other significant markups led Rybolovlev to sue Bouvier, alleging nearly $1 billion in losses due to undisclosed profits. Similar to the protracted legal saga of Jarndyce and Jarndyce in Dickens' Bleak House, the legal battle between the two individuals has now spanned 7 years, without a definitive resolution in sight. Years earlier, rumors in the old master art trade hinted at the possibility that a seemingly unremarkable painting of Christ as the Savior of the world, acquired by Parrish and Simon at an ordinary estate auction in 2005, could potentially be a lost work by Leonardo. Extensive restoration by acclaimed conservator Diane Modestini, followed by inclusion in the 2011 to 2012 exhibition at the National Gallery in London, initially appeared to validate Simon's speculative purchase. This painting was believed to be the Salvator Mundi, depicted by Wenceslas Haller in 1650, purportedly a reproduction of a Leonardo painting owned by Queen Henrietta Maria, wife of Charles I. For me, the academic conjecture was one thing, while the actual viewing experience was another. Upon seeing the Salvator Mundi for the first time, showcased at the National Gallery's Leonardo exhibition at the urging of curator Luc Sisson, I was left underwhelmed. Questions arose about why a master like Leonardo would create such a static frontal composition, and concerns surfaced regarding the painting's condition. While the blessing right hand was exquisitely preserved, the heavily repainted face of Christ exuded an unsettling, ghostly quality that I found off-putting. Further exploration into the painting's restoration revealed that Modestini had not only restored, but essentially reconstructed Christ's facial features. Despite extensive repainting, confirmed by Ben Lewis's meticulously researched book, The Last Leonardo, which noted that over 60% of the top paint layer had been lost, the Savior of the world still bore imperfections such as a misaligned right eye. Hence, it was bewildering to witness individuals succumb to overwhelming emotions, shedding tears in front of this controversial artwork when it was displayed at Christie's in New York, following additional cosmetic enhancements by Modestini. Christie's orchestrated a masterful marketing campaign, positioning the painting as the last Da Vinci, not Leonardo, and tapping into the intrigue surrounding Leonardo da Vinci, reminiscent of the marketing strategies employed for the film The Da Vinci Code. Despite the fervor and spectacle surrounding the Salvator Mundi, questions persist about its authenticity as a Leonardo da Vinci creation. The absence of contemporary references to the painting by Leonardo himself, coupled with the reliance on visual assessments by experts, complicates the attribution process, particularly given the extensive modern restoration work. While Christie's touted an unusually uniform scholarly consensus supporting the painting's authenticity, notable institutions like the J. Paul Getty Museum and the Louvre declined opportunities to acquire it prior to Rybolovlev's purchase in 2013. The identity of the winning bidder at the 2017 auction, later revealed as Mohammed bin Salman, the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia, adds a layer of intrigue and controversy to the narrative.